Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Welcome, y'all. Hope everybody enjoying this Sunday. Y'all, y'all get videos for really kind of educating y'all and educating myself. You know, education never how criticism comes with purposes. And guess what, y'all? These are my opinions and not necessarily facts. Y'all come on in with the real deal on the Instagram, my love. Y'all, I want to first of all give glory to God, and I want to thank all my members. Members been sticking with me forever. And I want everybody to try to get their membership. Okay, I know time to be hard. I would like to thank all my viewers and my subscribers. Shout out to the United States, Australia, UK, and everybody else knows that support our channel. Okay? But y'all get what? Shout out to all my workers. Yeah. Tune in, baby. Turn funny at the grandmama on, baby. Now, y'all, come on in. I don't want y'all coming in here late. Think I'm that because coming in here late. Think I'm about to stay in here late. So come on in and join us, because when it's time for me to go, get off. So if you missed the segment, if you missed the show, you have an opportunity to watch. All right, hey, hey, baby. Now, y'all, come on in. And y'all know y'all at home. Come on in. Real deals. Now, y'all, the rumors. Kenneka Jenkins, awareness. The rumors. Now, y'all, that's what I want to get into on this beautiful Sunday. Just a little windy and cool a little bit, but it feel good. Y'all, I want to talk about something, and I've been educating myself, you know. I don't care how old I get, I still can learn. There's still some space for me to learn, okay? And I'm a good person. I'm a listener. Now, y'all, I want to ask you a question. I'm just asking you a question. That's all, okay? Do you all believe that this was a reenactment? Y'all got snow? Wow. We Georgia get snow, we get ice. They make it so ugly. So when we get ready to get pretty snow, you know what we do? We just, yeah. We don't get snow, so we be acting country. We be glad to get that snow. But girl, in Delaware, got them. Girl, But you know what? When in Georgia, when it snow, we be having fun, y'all. I'm sorry we be acting country. But we just be happy to get snow instead of ice. And when we got our snow disappear, it's almost like we cry like babies. But y'all, that's what I want. Okay, so I love y'all and y'all and y'all, it's a lot of people watching our channel, okay? So let me tell y'all, I'm gonna ask a question. Do y'all believe that this was a reenactment? Do you all believe this was a filming? Do y'all, I'm just asking a question, y'all. I said, do y'all believe that this was a reenactment, or do y'all believe that this was Rosemont filming? Hmm. Well, I'm gonna give you time. That's okay. I'm gonna get everybody out there time enough to think. Because guess what? These are rumors. Y'all was set up in Kenneka Jenkins uh uh awareness. Y'all was set up. It was a lot of rumors out there. Oh, look at you, you so smart. You stop being smart. Now I want all of y'all on the road students to put your hands down. Okay? On the road students. I want y'all honor students to put your hands down. Okay. Now, so I just want y'all to put y'all hand down. Y'all too smart for me. So the rumors, you heard a lot of people mentioning reenactment. So that's what we're gonna discuss. And call up. Now you too smart now. Stop now. Put your hand down. Don't you come back. Let the other kids learn now. That what the teacher had to do in the class. They already know you know the answer. Okay, now. Okay, Carla. Okay. So, y'all, don't you raise your hand no more, Carla. I'm not playing with you. No. Oh boy, yeah, I did like to have fun though. But you be some smart folk, boy. They be on it though. You know, they be on it. But Kyle, don't you answer no more questions. Oh my goodness. It's so many smart people in this community. It's so many smart people in this community, and I'm so proud of y'all. There was so many rumors out there in the Kenneka Jenkins. Carla, you don't make me laugh today. Now stop it now. No, I'm silly. Now look, y'all, it was so many rumors out there. Y'all kept saying reenactment, reenactment. I was like, what are they talking about? So I said, but I'm about to let these people confuse me. I'm about to get off over here on this channel right here. Because this channel right here, they sound like cuckoo for a Cocoa Pop. I like, what reenactment? How can they make a reenactment and that girl just passed in the uh 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 hotel? So it made sense what Carla said. It made sense what she said. So y'all, we're gonna determine the rumors, okay? Okay, we're gonna determine the rumors and where the rumors came from in the Kenneka Jenkins case. Okay, now that's what we're gonna talk about. I ain't talking to Kyle, I'm talking to y'all now. So do y'all think that this was a rumor, but not a rumor? We know it was a rumor. Do y'all think that? Do y'all believe these people when they say, not you, Kyla? Is this a reenactment? But this is reenactment. A lot of people say a reenactment. A reenactment. Okay, I don't think that they. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna read something to y'all. I ain't gonna don't tell nobody where I got it from. Don't say it. Don't say where I got it from. Cause y'all so smart. Y'all know this case good. Okay. Now, I'll read this. Somebody mentioned it to y'all, and it threw y'all off too. Because the reason why they said it was a reenactment, they were throwing y'all off out there. Not everybody, but I'm talking about, some people. They said, then I make a statement 3-4 hours ago stating they gonna have somebody to reenact that poor baby. The actor bigger than Kenneka. And she dang showed overacted. That drunken role, that's not the same jeans. Look at them closely. And the actor hair a little shorter. The Kenneka, wait a minute, the Kenneka and too much hair is to one side. Nice try. Your cover up is very sloppy. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that this is an actor. That's why it looks so long. This is why it took so long for y'all to come up with the tapes. What are y'all hiding? Once again, y'all believe that's her all you want. Now, people, this is for the people who didn't understand, but it's a lot of people already know that it wasn't a reenactment, it was the filming. It was the filming. They don't want to hear the truth, y'all. People don't want to hear the truth because it's a lot of people don't want to be wrong. But it was right. Carla was right. It's a Rosemont site film. It was filmed, and a lot of YouTubers note that it was a Rosemont site film. It's a video file. So what they did was, it's not the matter of fact that they use actors, y'all. It's not a matter of fact that they reenact. They was trying to find out what happened. So they had to, you have to have files to figure it out. But listen. So Carla was right. It's a Rosemont site film. That's what it was. It showed y'all what flow Kenneka was on, what the party flow, everything. So y'all look. That statement I just read to y'all was a rumor. It was a rumor. You can't tell grown people there was no rumor. Any grown person know that that's a rumor. Now, what happened? The detectives created videos, y'all, not a reenactment. The detectives created video recording the scene to include the believed path Kenneka took from the hotel room to the freezer, supported by the civilians' video. So for those who said that part that you saw, we know that wasn't Kenneka in the hallway. Duh. We know that. That ain't nothing new. Because we already know that it was Rosemont detectives in trying to put the filming together. We knew that wasn't Kenneka. But y'all made it. Y'all said it was a reenactment. But the smart ones already knew that it was a filming where Rosemont site films they put together. a video file. What's up, baby? They put up they put together a Rosemont site film, a video file, y'all. The film supposed to show the different location video they created on September 11th, y'all. They created that. It's not a reenactment, okay? Carla was right. And she was right. It's a Rosemont film, a Rosemont site film, y'all. It wasn't a reenactment, but the girls that you saw in the hallway, not Kenneka though, but that girl who y'all saw in the hallway wasn't Kenneka. We knew that. That ain't nothing to argue about. Because that is the detectives created that video. Rosemont. Hey, babe. Oh, thank you, Carla. Rosemont detectives created that video recording, y'all, the scene to include the belief. They believe Kenneka took that path from the hotel room to the freezer. So that wasn't Kenneka. That other girl who y'all said it wasn't Kenneka. That wasn't Kenneka in the hallway. We know that. We knew that wasn't Kenneka. We knew the hair. We knew the clothes. That we knew that. Obviously, we could see that. So that's not nothing to be upset about. That film, that Rosemont site film, and I'm gonna tell you somebody who know about the Rosemont site film in the video files. Straight Drop. Straight Drop and God, what's this other man's name? Straight Drop was one of the ones that I followed, and he hooked up with what that man named Carla, that white guy named he a detective. What that other man named? He in the Kenneka case, but he's like really investigator. What is that man name, y'all? God, what is the man name? The white guy who collaborated with Straight Drop one time. Well, anywho, he knows about the Rosemont site files just like Straight Drop do. Okay? Of course, Straight Drop the bill. Okay? They were trying to find the path. The detectives were trying to find the path Kenneka took from the hotel room to the freezer, y'all. So that wasn't reenactment, okay? And that wasn't Kenneka. That girl wasn't. No, it wasn't. Okay? So the film supposed to help and show y'all each location, the different location videos they created, y'all. And for the source, they made that film, y'all. Don't say recreation. Reenactment. Don't say reenactment. That was part of the crime scene analysis to put this film together. They did it on September the 11th, 2017. Okay? They did it. That's what happened. It's so I'm here to let y'all know that the rumors, y'all got confused with the rumors and the Rosemont site films. Okay? That girl walking, that other girl who walking the house, that wasn't Kenneka. No, it wasn't. You're right. It wasn't Kenneka. She was part of the film they was trying to analyze and put a video recording together to create. They created that video. Straight try to know about it. Allegedly, he does. But there was rumors out there that that was a reenactment, people. So when during the time the Kenneka case was going on, a lot of people didn't understand what was going on, y'all, because it was so many people. You can't. One thing about when this happened to Kenneka, you can't listen to everyone. You can't listen to people, everybody. Some people didn't make sense. Some people just met up. Some people just learn each other. They didn't even know each other good. They just hooked up. So that's what one rumor, that first rumor that I read to y'all about that statement, she called it a reenactment, but it wasn't a reenactment. Yeah, that girl y'all saw in the hallway with the wrong jean suit was acting like she was drunk, and we knew she wasn't Kenneka though. She was acting like she was drunk. That the jean suit wasn't near close to Kenneka. The hair wasn't right. Y'all seen the girl pull on her wig because she was trying to hold her wig down. Well, common sense will tell you that wasn't Kenneka. We know that, okay? That was just a film, Rosemont video that they created, y'all. They recreated that recording. Okay? So, y'all right, Carla. You was right. I wish y'all can think of that man who I was talking about, them other men. So that's one thing I wanted to come in and let y'all know that that wasn't Kenneka. Not Miss Teresa didn't say that was Kenneka. She said that the girl that walked out that when she said walk that hall, when she saw Kenneka walking, we know the real Kenneka. We saw the real Kenneka. But we knew it was a video made out there. Straight Driver trying to tell y'all some stuff, but y'all trying to make it look like Straight Drop was Straight Drop and some more YouTubers. They tried it. They tried to help Rosemont recreate that video. Okay, they was part of it, and they did a good job. But y'all just got messed up with the vocabulary words. It's the vocab that they use in this. It's like a file. It was a file, okay, and it was rumors, but it wasn't a reenactment, y'all. And then plus in the kitchen. Now I don't know what took place inside of that freezer. I am so interested in finding out what happened in that freezer. Now, when you go past, okay, say like no, the door where Kenneka went in to where the freezer was. Now back there in the back, it's nothing back there. It's no doors back there, y'all. She can't go out one way. She can't go out nowhere in the back. Nowhere. When you go past that freezer door, when you go past the door where Kenneka went in, it's nothing back there. It's nothing back there. Only thing, if Kenneka had a went there, she would have hit a wall and came back out the kitchen. But no, Kenneka made that left. Went in that room. When she went inside that freezer, allegedly, she got confused how to get out of there. She got confused out of there. Now, the freezer was nasty, y'all. So we go back to her fingernails. Y'all seen some black stuff on her fingernails. She got dirty. That freezer was so filthy. It was so nasty. Until she could have tried. She tried to me, it seemed like Kenneka tried to get out of there. She couldn't get out. I don't even know if the light came on, but I heard that the light's supposed to come on. I don't know if the light was on in there or what went on inside of that freezer. Inside, you had a cooler, and then you had a freezer. Okay? So y'all right. A cooler, and then she went into the freezer. So she went in the cooler, then she went into the freezer. And it was nasty. Why she couldn't get out? How she couldn't get out? Because the One thing about her lawyer or her attorney was telling y'all what he thought happened. He thought that they latched that freezer door. But so Kenneka, to educate myself, and y'all, we never get too old to be educated. You try to, I know a lot of y'all try to do like me, visualize this thing yourself. I didn't care nothing about all the other rumors and stuff like that. I didn't care nothing about that. I just want to know, how did this, what kind of creation could I got out of this myself? What kind of video could I make myself to picturizing how this thing happened myself? So that's what Rosemont Site films, like a video file. And that's what the film did. The film was showing the different location. They created that. They thought that that's the way Kenneka went. Really, they trying to say those just the video file, but the filming. But I don't understand why are we create. I don't understand why the detective created a video when they got the cameras. When they got the cameras to show the path that Kenneka took. You know what I mean? In the hotel to the freezer, supported by the civilians video. I don't understand. That article confused y'all. That they showed y'all. The name of the article, if y'all want to go back and watch it, is Imagining and Crime Scene Analysis. That's the name of it. So you want to go back and you want to look that up. Wait a minute, what I got up right here? Hold on, guys. Oh, I apologize. No, it didn't. Don't look at the. Wait a minute. I got notes. I got my notes backwards, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I got my notes backwards. Hold on. Okay. Let me read something, y'all. I knew some sound missing. Now, this is where the reenactment came from. Okay, I'm looking at my notes. This is where the reenactment came from. Y'all can write this down so you can go and look. It came from a raw video release. It called it released showing a woman found DEAD in Rosemont Hotel freezer. Okay, the name of that raw video is called. And y'all give people doubt. When you talking, don't be ashamed to give me no dab, okay? Because I get dabbed in a way, but I don't worry about that because I know. I'm telling you, action to read. That's where the reenactment came from. A raw video, and the name of it is released showing woman found dead in Rosemont Hotel freezer, and that article kind of threw y'all off because y'all thought it was a reenactment. The scene of the accident was preceded by evidence technicians to include high precision 3D measurement. So what threw y'all off when the article spoke on the name of the article showing a woman found dead in the Rosemont Hotel freezer, made y'all thought that they reenacted. No, it's no reenactment. Okay, it's just supposed to show the scene of the incident was preceded by evidence. When say it's almost like D4VD in Celeste Rivas' case. They have a digital. God, I can't even get my words together. Technician. It's that so with Kenneka, they with the evidence, they use an evident technique process by evidence technician to include high precision 3D measurements, imaging, and crime scene analysis. So what the detective did, see, they did a lot of detective work on this case, and it threw y'all off when y'all saw that article, that raw video, when it said raw video release showing a woman dead in Rosemount Hotel. The information that y'all saw right there, when the first thing y'all was misinformed what they were trying to tell y'all, when especially when y'all saw 3D measurement, when y'all saw technicians, imaging, and crime scene analysis. Y'all first thought about a reenactment, y'all, but it was a filming that Rosemont detectives created. Okay. They created a video recording of the scene to include the belief path. They own analysis. Believe path. They didn't want to go with what they figured it out. They didn't want to go by the cameras because some cameras was working, some cameras wouldn't. So they didn't see it. So what they had to do, they sat down and created a video. They created y'all the scene to include the belief path that Kenneka took from the hotel room to the freezer. So it is a film out there. A Straight Dry got it. Straight Dry and what that man name? Her movement from the camera catches are using. Oh no, what I'm saying with Rosemont, her movement, yeah, from the camera, yeah, catches, yeah, Serenity. The video that Rosemont, that I'm saying what Rosemont had a detective has site films. They created a video recording the scenes to include the believe path Kenneka took from the hotel room to the freezer to support by civilians video. See, the civilians video that they have out there, what they did, they didn't recreate, they didn't reenact, they created a film of her movements. Right, you're right. So that girl who y'all saw on that lower level who was walking all crooked like she was drunk, that one Kenneka, not that girl. See, you'll know Kenneka, the civilians, what they did was they took somebody, they don't say recreate though, that's the wrong word. We're gonna say film. When Kenneka was in the highway, that they switched it on y'all. It looked like that other girl. You know the difference between that girl bigger than Kenneka. Her clothes weren't right. Hair wasn't right. She pulled down on her wig too. I know what video they talking about. That's the created video recording that film that in Rosemont site film file. Now, but you know what, Serenity? One arm was Kenneka. Okay? One arm was Kenneka. The one girl was Kenneka, Serenity. But when they created another video file, that wasn't Kenneka. You know, like I say, well, it's like this. It's like a documentary to me, a documentary to me, not reenactment. Yeah, it's almost like what they doing to P Diddy, but they got the films. So what they did right here with Kenneka, this really rose my. It wasn't recreated thing. It not a reenactment. Rosemont took they crew and their detectives. They created their own video, looking at that, trying to go with what really happened to Kenneka, besides supported by that civilian camera that they have there. Because you don't want to believe the reason why they did that, because you remember they mentioned to us that some of those videos were edited. That's why Rosemont used their own creation. There was a girl acting like Kenneka. There was a girl. But you got to know which video. Okay? That was you right. You did see that other girl who was walking the hall looked like she was thick. Kenneka not that big. But that was somebody else. That was somebody else. That was. That's just because they were trying to put it together, created a recording. They try to do their own video, and that's Rosemont Site Films. Okay, they tried to film the different location that Kenneka took. That's what they did. I don't know how y'all got hooked to it though. I don't know how y'all got hooked to the film like that though. That's what tripping me out, y'all. That y'all got hooked to the film. Okay, and then it came from. I'm gonna tell you how y'all got hooked to it. I know where y'all got it from. Yes, if it was a real element, I'm sure. What happened? Yeah. So it wasn't a reenactment period. But where people got this information that I'm giving y'all from, and they misinterpret or misunderstood what that raw video was talking about. Go and watch it. If it's still up. It said it's released showing a woman found dead in Rosemont Hotel. That scene right there. A lot of people took that scene and misinterpreted it as a reenactment, but it was a creation that the tactic got together. The tactic, when they do the tactic, y'all need to look at Law and Order and First 48. They have to create that stuff, recreate that stuff in their brain. They have to go back into Saw, like you said, Saw that thing, film it in their head and what they think could have happened. That's what the detectives do. So that's what Rosemont detectives did. They use evident technicians and 3D measurements, imagings, and crime scene analysis to analyze the locations Kenneka went. But back then, it was so much blah, 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 blah going on. And then you had this other rumor over him that I read, what I was reading about, what this person said. Then I make a statement 3-4 hours ago stating they gonna have somebody to reenact that poor baby. Now, she used the wrong word. Right, could have happened for investigation. There you go, Serenity. There you go. There you go. See, one thing about this Kenneka thing, you couldn't listen to everyone. A lot of people were high, a lot of people feeling good, a lot of people mad, a lot of people wanted to go be the top number one. They weren't investigating too good. Some was, some wasn't. But if they didn't pay attention to what they were doing, or they were just on there, for money, I don't know. But I was there. I was there. I was on. I made a lot of comments on different ones. I made a lot of comments because someone would say things and they try to eat their words up and they try to take it back. Um, like, uh, like the lady said, uh, the actor, but I, I, I won't say actor. I'm just gonna say participant. I'm gonna say participant. A participant uh, was in a dress like she didn't have on the same color jean suit or nothing Kenneka had. She was bigger than Kenneka. Uh, she was acting drunk. That one Kenneka. Um, y'all know that. Y'all know the one I'm talking about. That's not that one the same jean suit, uh the hair, the wig, she was putting on her wig. And it was funny to me because I was like, that girl putting on her wig. Kenneka didn't put on her wig like that. So she put on that wig. I don't know if that wig about to fall off her head. I don't know what was going on with that wig. Uh, but they didn't try to cover it up. The rumor was they tried to cover it up. What happened to Kenneka? No, they didn't. They didn't try to cover it up, y'all. They didn't try to cover it up. That's what they created. They created that. That's what it's a lot of smart creators, content creators know this. See, I was watching Straight Drop when Straight Drop was asking for money to get another computer. When the people bought him another computer, I was on there. I watched Straight Drop for a long time. And then when he teamed up, I can't think of this white guy name. He's an investigator. Uh, God, about it. I don't know why I can't think of that man's name. But anywho, Greg, who huge. Greg Huge. I may say his name wrong, y'all, but Greg Huge. Greg something. Greg Hughes or whatever. I don't know. I forgot that man's name. Him and Straight Drop allegedly know about that Rosemont site film. Okay. They both kind of like collaborated together. And they know about the film, about the Rosemont site films. I think it was like, I'm not sure. It was like 15 or 20 slides from the hotel to where they think uh, that's the path that Kenneka took. And they did that on September 11th, y'all. It was a film. And I can understand people saying actors because the reason why they say actors, Greg, if you listening, the reason why they say actor, they didn't say you got a lot of people know that was somebody acting. That was somebody acting that part. So they called it an acting, but the rumor was out that they was doing a reenactment, but that's not what they were doing. They wasn't doing a reenactment. They was creating a video recording of the scenes, including the belief path that Kenneka Jenkins took. So that wasn't Kenneka on that part right there. That lady, that woman who looked big, you know that wasn't Kenneka. I don't know why people were making like a big fuss about that. I wonder why they made a big fuss about that, y'all. We knew that. The grown folks knew that wasn't her. So I just think that it was a foul filming. It was a foul filming. Okay. And it's another guy, but that other man I used to love to listen to. I always listen to people who had sense. I didn't listen to people who didn't make sense because I didn't want to hear what they had to say, period. But Sometime I listened to them, and then I saw how they hated. They end up falling out with the people in the Kenneka Jenkins case. They start falling out with each other because they thought they know each other that good. But that's what I want. That's why I want to talk about the rumors, reenactment. It was no reenactment, y'all. Let's erase that. There was no reenactment in the Kenneka Jenkins case. No, it wasn't. It was filming. They film, try to film and create a video, recording. Not it wasn't a reenactment, okay? It wasn't. This is the route that they think that, cause see, I would wonder how in the world, what tripped me out was, I would wonder how in the world y'all gonna say, I wonder why did they say on the autopsy that she was intoxicated with topiramate in her, and she wasn't even that Kenneka that we saw, the real Kenneka, like she was when she got out the elevator, she looked like she was this trying to use the right word, cohering, like she was on something. I don't see how she did a lot of walking. That's the only part I couldn't understand. You know, that part, I ain't never seen nobody drunk walk that much, y'all. I promise y'all, never seen. And I don't been young before. All I know, I wanted to sleep, and Kenneka was walking. That so the real Kenneka, we saw her, and then we did. That's not called the other. And the other Kenneka that they use, not other Kenneka, that the detective used to create that film, the site film. I wish I could have seen it, the different one. But Greg Hughes, and shout out to Greg Hughes, and I think I'm saying his name right, and Straight Drop got this information. Shout out to Straight Drop. He got this information. So, of course, there's a lot of YouTubers were there because they were trying to get to the bottom of what really happened to Kenneka. Yeah, they did. They did. I give a shout out to, that's what I was saying, that I'll give a shout out to the creators that really put their brain together. They put their brain, they did a good job. I was there in the comment because I was working. I was the one. Now I'm on the other side. I ain't got to work no more. Now I'm retired. Now I'm on the other side where I can talk. But at first I was working and couldn't. I had to go to sleep, so I couldn't hardly keep my eyes open. So now I'm on the other side of the thing. So go back and look at the raw video. That's why y'all called it a reenactment, but that's not a reenactment. That's just, go back and watch that raw video that they released showing a woman found dead in Rosemont Hotel freezer. You'll think that it's a reenactment. But see, you know what, Serenity? Okay, when she snagged that footage, I don't know. But see, you said you wondering who snagged that footage. What you mean, Serenity? What you mean by snatch? What they did was, Serenity, the civilians, footage video, the civilian video, the team Rosemont site, when they did that filming, you don't want to believe it, that evidently that they support what would happen on the videos in the hotel. You got front of the investigator that Who snagged it? They didn't snag. What you mean by you said that from the investigators? Investigators, that is. What you mean by I don't understand, Serenity. I don't understand what you're saying. They didn't they It's in the file right now. It's somehow, if y'all can get y'all hand on the file y'all self, it's the Rosemont site films. That's the films. It's just to create, to support what the surveillance video said. It didn't say law. It didn't say law enforcement. It said that yeah, Serenity. Yeah, Serenity. The on That's what I was telling y'all. Go look it up right now on the video where it said the raw video. Said raw video. Release showing a woman found dead in Rosemont. They did release that. They did. But that's just the investigators, the detective work, and some of the YouTubers, and they know what's going on. Recording, yeah, they released that. They did. You're right. They released that. And that's not the real Kenneka walking in the hallway right there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They did release that. Because that's Rosemont site film. That's just saying showing the different location of the video, that the film that Kenneka could have took, that they created. Yeah. They did release that. They did. Because you want to, see, you want to see, it was just like, I'm glad. I want to go back and look at that myself. I wish my computer would, were working. I wish my computer were working, then I can show y'all. We can look at it together. But I didn't. Yeah, Serenity. Cause see, I didn't want to believe the videos that we was watching, like when Kenneka got out I'm glad that they created one. I'm glad that Rosemont site film created a file. I'm glad that they did that. Because I didn't want, because Rosemont security allegedly was editing the video. So what they did, this group over here, they created their own file, and they did good. I'm glad that they did that, because remember, we was thinking that they gonna edit it. They edit those videos. Kenneka, they messed those videos up. All them people computer minded. They can go in there at Rosemont. The security allegedly edit their video. That's why it took so long to show Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa asked them, "Can y'all show me her on the video?" They, "No, we can't show you that." "What you mean like you can't show that woman, a child, on the video?" They added the video. So what I like that Rosemont came with the detectives, Rosemont detectives. I don't know if they Rosemont detected or not, but the detectives created their own video. They created their own belief paths that Kenneka took, but it was supported by the surveillance video that Rosemont had. Because Rosemont were editing things, allegedly were editing things out. So I'm glad that they did come up with those. Now go Greg Hughes And in Straight Drop, if Straight Drop still got that out, it should be on his channel. Right. Well, yeah, allegedly that what security were doing. But the detective, their detective, YouTube, the Rosemont site, them smart folks they did their own detective work, and they created that video using, other people and describing the past that, yeah, they tried to, but they couldn't. So Rosemont Site Films, you can go on there. I don't know how to find it. I don't know how to find that information. It's like a video. It's on a video file. Yeah, you're right. Try to cover that stuff up. So if y'all go back and look at that article where everybody got confused, where it said they released showing a woman found, unalive in the Rosemont Hotel freezer. That scene of the accident, they used their own technician, evidence technician, 3D measurement. They did a whole lot to try to find out. So that's why you heard a lot of, in other words, like you said, allegedly Rosemont would cut the security. When you added something else, you're trying to hide it. So these folks right here, our detective also have created video recording of the scene to include the belief path Kenneka took from the hotel room to the freezer, supported by civilian video. The Rosemont Site Films video files. The film which showed the different locations Kenneka Jenkins took. They did that on September 9th, 11th. Not on the same night. That's what people confuse it. They didn't do this on the same night that this happened to her. They did it the next day. They tried to create it some while allegedly Rosemont security tried to cover it up. See that security group kind of messed Rosemont. I'm surprised Rosemont still got them there. I get rid of them. I get rid of that security group. And I believe that's why they got rid of the man who was bouncing around like a rabbit. I believe that's why he gone. I believe that's the reason why he left, because he seen a lot that was going on, allegedly. I believe that's security. The reason why they got rid of that security, because that security I believe that security was trying to save Kenneka. I really do. I believe that security who was running around, jumping like a rabbit, I believe he was trying to save Kenneka, y'all. And they had to get rid of him because they was scared he was going to talk, allegedly. So in Kenneka thing, people were telling y'all, some people were telling y'all the truth, but they just used the wrong word. It became a rumor when you said reenactment. When you said reenactment, because I couldn't understand. I like, what is a reenactment? That's reacting something. So instead of, no, it wasn't a reenactment. They were filming though. They were filming. They were filming. They filmed trying to find out what happened. It's like if something happened to my dad, I try to create it in my mind how he had a heart attack on the side of the house, cutting grass. You go back and make that video on your own like you thought that it happened. But when they created that video, it did support some of the things that they saw on the real surveillance video. But to me, I wonder how could it help Kenneka though? How did Rosemont Site Films and the video files that they have. Red Hughes got those films, and Straight Drop got the films. Yeah, Straight Drop was at a hotel. Okay, he was. So a lot of YouTubers at the hotel, because they were trying to find out what happened. They were trying to be there the next day. It seemed like to me a group of intelligent people. I don't know. It seemed like they were there before it happened. But see, when you looking at a video, you don't know if you're looking at the video the day before, because the videos that Rosemont had us watching, all these different videos, wasn't in order. Yes, YouTube was it right, Carla? They was there. They was there, and see what was the confusion is we don't know what date video that we looking at. Like when they did the created this video, they did it on September the 11th. Them YouTubers know then, but when y'all saw them coming in, they didn't tell y'all what date was that they coming in. Are these people coming in on the 11th? Were they coming in on the 11th? Those videos are not in order, y'all. The videos are not in order. See, that's another thing with Kenneka case. You were looking at, if you were tied up with a lot of I looked at a lot of content creators, but I found a content creator that made sense to me, but because I was working at the time. Those videos, it's not in order. Because see, we could have been looking at the 11th when they was coming in, the YouTubers were coming in to help create this scene, what they believe that happened to Kenneka. You know what I mean? So it's not in order, y'all. It wasn't in order. So when they show y'all video, they showing y'all videos out of order. They're a timestamp, I suppose, but I don't know it. But see, the timestamp's not even right, Serenity. Their timestamp's not even right. The timestamp's not even right. And it's kind of hard to do that. It's kind of hard. Because they was changing the timestamp. Yeah, that old video wasn't in order. Now, the lady who got the lady who paid, I don't know how she got. She could have been a detective. I don't know that lady. She got the was it 46? Was it 46? 36? Carlo, how many what she said with 36 videos or 46 something she had. She had the 36. Yeah, 36. I think she supposed to have the 36 videos or something like that. What happened? And then see, y'all got to understand, see what I mean? Where these people getting this from? Who are these people? We don't know these people. 36 hours. Thank you, Colin. 36 hours. There you go. There you go. 36 hours. 36 hours. And see, we was watching the 36 hour out of place, confusing y'all. We weren't looking at this 36 hours. And then to me, the 36 hours looked like they were edited to me. I'm not sure. I don't even trust those 36 hours. I really don't. I don't trust it. I don't trust those 36 hours, y'all. That's why I was glad that these people that created that video over for evidence, They used the evidence technician to include high precision 3D measurements. They did everything, images and crime scene analysis, uh, uh, and recording. They did all of that to try to find the bleed path. Yeah, Kyle, I don't believe it. They everything that they did, I'm glad that they did it. See, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't believe those 36 hours. Because but those files, straight drop got the files, allegedly, and Greg Hughes got the file. See, at first with me, with Greg Hughes, it wasn't that I had nothing against him. He was just too relaxed for me. Because the reason why he was too relaxed, I was trying to work, you know how when you're trying to work and you stress out, kind of like a little stress on your job and stuff, and you trying to do them lesson plan, trying to do stuff on your job, and trying to hear shenanigans, somebody talking like they really don't care, but they care, but I can't say that. I used to make comments on his thing, on his channel, on his chat. I should be in his chat. I used to make comments because I was trying to make stuff make sense. Like, why is he not sounding concerned? I just felt that some people, you got to understand that because I care about a girl being in the freezer, don't mean that everybody else care about that girl being in the freezer. But he was making a sense out of some stuff and some stuff. I think that he knew. First, I thought at first, Greg Hughes, I know you listen. I thought maybe that he was a part of the investigation, in which I was right. He was a part of the investigation because he know about Rosemont site films. He know about them films. He knows a lot. Straight Drop knew a lot. Allegedly. So that was my main focus was on, y'all. While everybody was worrying about other things like this, my main focus was on the education part. How did that baby walk that much being intoxicated? And I don't been intoxicated before and had my blood pressure medicine in me and tepiramine in me, and I don't just faint sleep. Not one time. Nah, and not do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, Carl. We ain't gonna do it. And we ain't gonna do it, okay? We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. See, I didn't want to get into that part. Don't be laughing. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I always wanted to get into that one. I don't like to drink out of nobody else bottle. I have my own bottle. I was like that when I'm 19 years old going out. But at 19, I didn't start drinking till like 30 something. I just probably had a wine cooler, but I really didn't drink then at 19. But God, you funny. But that was interests me the most. We know, we as adults, we knew which video that was the path that they were trying to, the Rosemont site films. We knew that. We knew that that wasn't Kenneka. We knew that part. The film that they filmed right there. Of course, they had to use somebody else to act like Kenneka. Okay, y'all can call it. They wanted to call it an actors. They can. Well, the only person they could have said was actress. Okay, they can. But it wasn't a reenactment, y'all. No reenactment. Nothing was reenacted. But they wrote it. They wrote it. Hey, Carla, they wrote that word reenactment out, didn't they? Serenity, y'all. They wrote that. reenactment word out. And I kept on saying, what is a reenactment? What do they call a reenactment? And then I said that reenactment is reacting to what happened. It's different from analyzing and reenacting. Okay. And see what they did was over on this side over here. They use things that gonna help figure something out. The path that they really did their investigation work, because who wants to depend on Rosemont security surveillances? But they did. They was when they when they created that video, they did was supported by the civilians video. Cause you remember, like, video, we was saying, I was like, y'all don't edit this video. It looked like somebody jumped out on that girl. I was like, what the world? What? Somebody standing right there? What, they standing right there? People sitting in the hallways. I mean, this was crazy. They had people sitting in the hallway, and you tell me that people sitting in the hallway while Kenneka walking. And then they try to show us some stairways that she walked up some stairways. It's funny. Ain't these people funny? They talking about a Trump person walking up some stairs. Is you crazy? Man, I been down all them stairs. So if you're gonna show a video or film, and I'm supposed to be intoxicated, what? And not one time I failed. Man, please. And then you're gonna show this was crazy. This whole Kenneka Jenkins thing just turned into people start making their own film. Kenneka, Sean Maya and Monica carrying Kenneka up the ramp. God, this was crazy. Can't believe everything you see, y'all. Can't believe everything you see and hear. These folk were cuckoo. God almighty. So my main thing. So, like I said, September 11th, 2017, when they got together, and allegedly did that filming, what they think could have happened at the party. From the 926 on down. And I'm glad they did that, because that wasn't a reenactment, though. That was a film file. That wasn't a reenactment. I don't know why they used the word reenactment. But y'all, it was so nice talking to y'all. It was so nice being here with y'all, those who watching and stuff like that. I always wonder what happened to this baby. Why? And like you say, it's amazing that Kenneka walked like that, y'all. Everything is weird to me. And we was once upon a time 19 and 20 and 21 and 2 and 23. When we were up once 10, people act like we ain't never been 19 and 20 something before. They like we brand new cause we older. They like we ain't never lived before. They don't understand that, and that's why I think that disrespect came in the Kenneka case. Hey, baby, yeah, girl, hey. Uh, I think that that's the only thing that happened in the Kenneka Jenkins case is when the words that people the vocab or misunderstanding of the words that they use in the Kenneka Jenkins case, like rumors and reenactment and filming and we know things been out here. Show has surrendered a long time. A long time. I remember when I was used to snore and go to sleep, watching a lot of this stuff. I said, shoot, I gotta go to work. Carla was with me. Now Carla wasn't with me during that time, but Carla used to be with me. We used to talk about this case. Keep the awareness. I tried to keep the awareness. I don't think that I don't think that the people that Rosemont film file, the file filming wasn't covering up. I think that the security allegedly the hotel was trying to cover things up. It's no way in the world a mom want to see their kid. If a mom said, "Can you show me? Can I see the video of my daughter walking back there?" That mama know good and well, that Teresa knew that they don't folk supposed to show her daughter on the video. They didn't want to show the lady. They didn't want to show that lady own child on the video, y'all. Oh, we can't show that. We got to do this. We got to do that. Y'all got to edit those videos. That's what y'all got to do before anybody see them. So I'm glad that these folks came in with their own little team with the YouTubers came in and Rosemont got together and used their own technician and precision and all that other good stuff to try to clarify a lot of things, because there's no way you could a mom. Y'all tell that lady, I wish I was Teresa's sister. I know I'd be so nice and sarcastic at the same time. Sometimes I have to laugh at myself, y'all. It's good when you can laugh at yourself. You say, what? You ain't got the man. Let me see the I say it real nice. I know how to, a lot of people and Miss Teresa too nice. She's too nice. She got that sweet voice. Miss Teresa. You need my voice. You need my daddy voice. I'm in my daddy voice right there. You need my voice. That military voice like my daddy's. You know that you got to convince them that you already know that they got the video. I know how to use psychology on them motherfuckers. If that was my sister. Yes, sir. But yeah, y'all, those were the rumors. There was no reenactment. But it wasn't necessarily what you call a fake Kenneka walking the hall. We know that's not Kenneka, so y'all have to have a stroke. We know that's not Kenneka walking the hallway. We knew that they came up with that film. It's on the file that they used, that girl, to try to find out what the past that Kenneka Jenkins took, okay? Goodness gracious. We knew that lady wasn't drunk in that video. All right. And I can't believe they said that Kenneka was, I can't believe that the autopsy said that she was intoxicated, walking like that. No drunk person walk like that. But her friend said she was kind of sort of high, drunk. But I think that the security surveillance's video was sloppy and it was a cover up. But Rosemont, that raw video that Straight Dropping and Greg know about, that Rosemont site film file that was created, like I said, on September 11th. That file filming really kind of helped with what could have happened to her. That's why Miss Teresa said, didn't nobody do nothing to her. She walked in the freezer. But, and who threw us off? A lot of things that was thrown out in the case. You had Andrew Holmes allegedly saying things that he said one thing, but he just don't know that we are grown and we're listening to him. And the word coming out his mouth changed too. He said he saw Kenneka walk into the freezer and she didn't come out. Then you got the Miss Teresa, what is his name? Attorney. He had us thinking that somebody locked her in. Then you had the police talking about she froze solid. Now Rick Mortis kicked in. Kenneka, the whole time while Kenneka friends them were looking for her, he started the last show. Did you call her? Andrew. Yes, you did, Andrew. Yes, you did, Andrew. You started it. You started it. And I said, after you said one thing, then you turn around, you got nervous, you start saying other thing. They gave you about $1 million too, huh? They gave you about $1 million too. Shut up. Oh, Lord, you got your money too, then you got late. You told us that you saw this a video of Kenneka going into the freezer. You saw it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said, no, there ain't no video, girlie. Boy, y'all got to watch what y'all say, because you got some people out here. We are good listening. We hear you telling a lie, but we ain't stung you, but we be listening. We be paying attention. We be paying. I just feel that bad that the mama couldn't trust nobody. Golly. Miss Teresa remind me of you know how you got your people in the family that'll speak up? Because of that man she was with at the time, he sat up there and tried to be cute the whole time, tried to chew on a darn toothpick. He wasn't even talking. You supposed to be talking for the lady. You ain't saying nothing. You got your mouth shut. And then you broke up with her and went with her. Let me stop. Stop. Lanita, get out. I'm gonna get out of that, Lanita. That ain't your business. That ain't your business. Get out that romantic house. That's they business. Get out that business like that. Just stay focused on Kenneka. Get out of their business. Get out of it, girl. Oh, Lord, have mercy, have mercy, help me. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go, y'all. I appreciate y'all being like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Anything else I can think of, I will. Love y'all. Come on.